what I was guessing at that time was going to be a chunk of money, and now I can tell you that definitely it's at least 50, if not closer to 100. So hopefully we can move on that.
Look forward to that final report on what we have to reallocate. Next, we have update on the joint meeting with the Board of Selectmen to appoint a new school committee member.
As you know, we sent them a bunch of dates. They did not take it up at either of the two meetings that they had. The little feedback that I got was they weren't interested in doing anything until after next week, and so they're still throwing back the either the 6th of June. I know some people had expressed that if we have a school committee meeting on the 8th, we can make it part of our agenda as a joint meeting. That way you don't have to have two meetings on the same week. That week, I believe the selectmen don't have a meeting. I talked to a couple of them last night who were, as long as it's not a week that we have a selectmen's meeting, we should be able to meet. So with your permission, I would like to ask them either the 6th or the 8th to entertain that meeting. If it's the 8th, it would be
We're
part of
pretty
the
much at
agenda.
their disposal,
No.
but we're pretty much,
Through the chair.
I'm sorry, through the chair. We're pretty much at their,
Well, we
mercy.
can't have a meeting without them.
you know,
Well,
not being too
I was
accommodating.
just looking, these minutes last week.
They're in there.
So,
I even sent them a letter.
I just want
I don't know if they got it. So if the request was made, I did not get an official response. But I know they did not bring it up at either one of their last two selectmen's meetings. It wasn't
Okay,
on the
so-
agenda.
have we placed the notice on the website and Channel 16 of the,
No, because we wanted to have the dates in there so people would know when to turn in their papers and their interest and all that.
okay.
I mean, if we say it's either the
Can we
6th or
get
the
that?
8th, we can do it now.
Well, I think we could have still followed the directive to have our receipt of applications. If the Board of Selectmen is not available to meet on 4 dates, or we can come to them, I thought it was a consensus of this committee that we have a replacement in place for town meeting. Right now, we're going to have a 4-member school committee and potential budget votes that on the night of town meeting, and that was why I, with my motion, was urging to get this done.
Unfortunately, by law, it has to be the selectmen and the school committee. The school committee cannot unilaterally move it, but I can post it, put it out there. You just give me a date when you want it back, and I can put it out there and make sure people have access to it, whether it be the cable, the website, and the newspaper.
That's why I was looking for the when and where. I thought we had that on there.
No, I think we left it open depending on when they would tell us when they could meet.
No, we had it, it's in the minutes of, that we were going to be
What's the
approving
date?
tonight. May 9th was supposed to be the return date of
Yeah,
all the,
we were supposed to have the deadline as of today. I don't think that part of this process involves the Board of Selectmen.
we can always
You know,
notify the
within 7
chairperson.
days. So it would have been May 27th.
Send their letters of interest would be May 9th at noon, so the letters could be sent to the school committee members prior to the May 11th school meeting.
Right,
So actually, it was the 9th,
right.
but where we haven't posted it on the website, I've received some calls, people that had interest, and
We had one person.
I referred them to the website. I thought it ought to call the office. So let's extend those dates. I'd entertain a motion.
Which date?
which
Well-
to be due by,
We have a motion that, later on in the minutes, that was agreed that the deadlines for candidates to send their letters of interest would be May 9th. I'm asking for a motion to rescind that, because that's gone by. We need a new date.
that motion, it has to be the person that voted.
You could.
There's other people, it was you and I that made the motions. You made the motion, I seconded.
Okay, so I'll consider a motion from that
A yes vote.
would rescind this vote.
You're rescinding it? Is that what you're
The
Yeah,
doing?
vote
because
from- the
it wasn't
vote
followed
from
upon,
the
so
last
we have to
school committee
rescind it.
meeting.
Okay.
Well, see, it appears that the discussion took place after the vote. This up here. Yeah, this was all part of the discussion.
Because we had two votes that night.
It starts at the beginning of the page. So we need to,
It actually starts on the,
Page prior.
that was a separate, that stays in place. I would urge that we leave those dates in place,
Which ones? May,
16th, 17th, 18th, and 19th, and if we want to, they haven't given us any other, they've given us some June dates, that my concern...
hasn't even been official, it's just
Mike-
people that I talked to.
To reiterate, my concern is that we don't have a full complement on the school committee at town meeting.
With a potential
16,
2-2
Let's-
vote.
17, 18.
Leave the communication with these dates or as soon as possible. If that be June and we have to wait until they're ready, so be it. But at this point, the Board of Selectmen, by not getting back to us, is affecting our ability to make decisions for this school system at town meeting. And that concerns me. It concerned me when I made the motion, but if we haven't heard back, so
So you want me to send them a new letter,
these dates, or whenever they can, and then we'll,
or
is that
as soon as possible?
as soon as possible?
Do you want to put in a date when people should return?
That's the first motion, okay, so, I don't think we need to change this, because you've communicated with them on these dates, and they haven't officially responded.
I'll just send another letter, just tell them we're still looking for dates.
Let's leave this in place. The dates that they've come back with,
But what do you want me to put into the cable web newspaper?
right, so the second motion,
Is that the one you want to rescind?
well,
It has
yes.
the May
Well,
9th.
we have to rescind because we can't have two motions on the same topic. One contradicts the other.
Right, so, in order to revise the dates, we have to rescind the motion, or consider a
Make that motion to rescind.
rescind as one of the voters, and a second? You can second, even though you didn't vote in
Yep,
favor.
second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The ayes have it, it's unanimous. So
So now you can make a new one.
now I'll
With new dates.
entertain a motion worded the same with new dates.
We're at the 11th, the 17th, 16th, 17th, that's next week.
How, through the chair.
It's going to be a very short turnaround, but people know.
People have
So
known,
it's
I mean, they should have had them in by the 9th anyway.
So add a week to the May 9th, is that?
Well, we actually haven't
May
officially,
18th?
we haven't officially advertised anything, so what, I don't have, we had the thing the regulations last week, but how long does it have to be
What policy
advertised?